It's because we all need it, because, the world's so crazy right now. Let's try to get the exact alignment here. The mat, escape ladder. Yeah, so resilience, the way that resilience shows up in our body. I invite you all to just feel into that, imagine into that. Let's go to the low back first. If you will, bring your hands to your lower back. Press your hands into your lower back and let it just sort of give you a little support to move that lower back curve in, which, yay, lifts your heart. So there, how all the things are connected already this morning. We root and ground one place, specifically the lower back, grounding into earth, sacrum down, that big sacred bone at the base of your spine, the last bit of you to survive this physical form, last physical part actually. Connected to your spine, or lifting up and out of your sacrum. Press into your sits bones. Notice as you sit that when you do that pressing down, that rooting down, then you get space in the lower back. Then you get that lift of the heart. And think about how often when we're sitting in chairs, we just kind of give our weight to the chair, which is a wonderful thing. Thank you, chairs. And also, chairs are killers. So we want to bounce off of gravity and use that bounce off of gravity that our practice gives us to find space in the lower back and to find that lift of the heart rather than sinking in and just letting go all the time. We choose when we're going to really root, connect, ground, plug in to our community, to our family, to the earth, to our sense of purpose and belonging, and to our bodies, that we can open up more fully through our hearts and minds and into those communities, opening anew every day to what it is that we love, that we vision, that we welcome. Remembering sometimes how we have to dive down into the darkness, or the importance of rooting into, even into uncertainty, that we can find the freedom to continue to open. And we find those little wins, and we find trust again, and hope, inspiration, and we give thanks to all those sources of support, of hope, of inspiration. The back body is seen in yoga as the universal. So the cosmos, the divine, great spirit, God, goddess, source, creator. Thank you. Thank you, great mystery. Thank you to all that holds us. Thank you to all the unseen forces that are supporting us all the time. Thank you to the beautiful strength of your spine. Thank you, spine. And let's bring hands to the heart, either to rest on the heart or be together at the heart. Push into the palms, work the shoulders onto the back, and again, root into the sit bones. Let that rooting down lift and blossom your heart, your face, the crown of your head. May we open to the sky this morning, to the great mystery. May we open to our knowing that is beyond words. First, feel your body, your heartbeat. Thank you, body. Thank you, heartbeat. May we be present today for this practice and for whatever arises on our path today, with courage, with kindness, with curiosity and wonder. resilience. Exhale, empty, and inhale your heart's yes, if you will join me, 3 ohms. And if you will, let's reverse our little prayer today and bring the hands up to your mouth. May we be present with our words, awareness of the vibration of all of our thoughts and our words. May we speak truth. May we sing our songs. And hands to the third eye center. May we see clearly, opening to that knowing that is beyond words. And hands to the crown of the head. Remembering our oneness, our interconnectedness, our vast expansive nature. And if you will, raise up your arms and open wide to that, our connection to all that is, to earth and sky, to the trees and the seas, to the beauty and the abundance and the wonder and the dirty, messy stuff too, all around us, and back to center. All right, let's come to the mat and we will play a bit in our bodies this morning. Let's come on to our hands and knees first, and even into child's pose first. So, toes together, knees wide, and press your hips back to your heels. Press strongly through your hands and wiggle your hips back. Give your tail a little wag and breathe here into your lower back. One more deep full breath cycle if you'd like with Brahmari or bee's breath, the end of the Om and G. Inhale onto your fingertips, still in child's pose shape. Hollow out the dome of your palms. Pull the fingertips towards one another, keeping them very wide. And again, really hollow out the palms and then pull the hands back. Again, keeping the hands exactly where they are, but pull back on the earth. Get the shoulders to really wrap and a little stretch, strengthen, sense of warmness, sensation, opening around the shoulder blades, between the shoulder blades, into those rhomboids. Big lateral muscles between spine and shoulder blades. And then let's roll the palms open here. Palms to the sky, thumbs towards the earth. Roll that open. Push into the back of your hands and breathe into that wrap of the shoulders here. So this is external rotation in the shoulders, wrapping the shoulders open. A similar movement that we want to find also in downward dog, but with the palms on the floor. Just marking that, noting that. And let's bring the palms together here. Walk your elbows forward and stretch through your triceps. Reach your heart towards the earth, keeping the elbows reaching forward, head on the earth. Melt the heart down and breathe here. Thoracic spine, triceps, wherever you feel it the most. And behind the heart, breathing your back body. Feeling yourself supported by the unseen, your resilience.
That limitless flow of energy from the universe, welcoming that today. Yes, maybe one more bee's breath or just big breaths here. And release the hands to the floor. And let's go a little more into the low back. So walk your hands way over to the right and place the left hand on top of the right hand and push cross body, rooting into that outer left hip, or rather the lower back. So the top of the hip, lower right back, quadratus lumborum, breathing there, breathing in, remembering, being supported, remembering your own resiliency coming from that flow, that eternal flow of energy from the universe as you celebrating this embodiment. Yes. And come on back through center. Walk it on over to the other side. Right hand on top. Press into both hands and reach cross body. Little dip of the tailbone there. See if just even imagine it. Navel lifts a bit. Tailbone reaches down towards the heels a bit. Push through the hands. Breathe. Heavy, soft neck. Heavy head. Breathe into that right lower side back. Last big inhale here, and then come on back to center. If there's any sensitivity in the knees, you may want to pad them or modify for a little bit. We're going to be on the knees just a bit longer here. So if you will, slide your hands forward, and we want the hands forward of the shoulders. It's going to be kind of like cat-cow here, but different. So when you're ready, we're going to inhale and pull your shoulders down the back and your heart forward. And as you exhale, tuck your tailbone, pull your lower um, vertebrae up. Lowest vertebrae towards the sky, navel up, middle vertebrae towards the sky, behind the heart lifting towards the sky, head dips down along neck. Inhale here and exhale. Let's lift the tailbone up. Drop your low belly down. Drop your low ribs down, heart center down, shoulders pull back as the heart reaches forward. Inhale. And then again, as you exhale, curl that tailbone down, lift the navel, pull those lower vertebrae up, middle vertebrae up, upper middle back, back of the neck, head dips. Inhale here as you press and breathe into your spine. And then exhale, lift the tailbone. And as much as you can, articulating here one vertebra at a time, dripping down to then open the head up. Inhaling there and exhaling, scooping again from the tailbone, articulating one vertebra at a time towards the sky until the head releases down. Inhale there. Take your time. 2 more rounds of breath. And then let's turn the toes under, toe pads on the floor, and stretch back to your heels again. Press into your hands, wiggle your hips back. Inhale, spine long, and as you exhale, roll to the crown of your head. So right above the ears, adjust as need to. So the hips are pretty much underneath the knees, and the crown of the head right above the ears is on the floor. And let's reach back, or actually, let me cancel that last move about the knees under the hips, because I want you to reach back first for your heels or ankles. So first we're going to be pretty tucked. Reach for heels or ankles. Hold on. And when you're ready, tuck the chin a lot. Come to the crown of the head. Lift the hips. Breathe your spine. And then release the heels back, interlace your hands, squeeze the palms together on your sacrum. Little bend in the elbows then as you lift the hands to the sky. And again, come to the crown of the head. This time, you might have your knees under your hips. Bend the elbows slightly, squeeze the shoulders, lift the palms and the shoulders up to the sky, and then overhead as much as you can towards the earth. Bend the elbows slightly. Pull on your hands. Squeeze the shoulders. Inhale, lift the hands to the sky. Lift the shoulders to the sky. Exhale, hands overhead. Shoulders can drip back down. Once more like that with your breath cycle. And then keep your toes or turn your toes back under and pull back from the hands. Roll on up to sit on the feet. I thought I would do those backwards, but I didn't. So I had to have you switch the legs because this landing here for lion's breath. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, tongue to chin, eyes to the sky. Squeeze that breath out. Few more. And give your neck, shoulders, mouth a little roll around there. Let's go deeper in that. Back to hands and knees just for a moment. And pull the earth back, open cow. Exhale, pour away, round cat. Keep pressing away and circle. Full circles with the head and the hips. Soft jaw, deep full breaths. Strong hands, strong core. So we did all that spinal washing. Now we're going to do some spinal stabilization. So this is the resilience, right? Our ability to kind of flow all around and improvise and then step back, root down, soften your heart, plug in, shoulders on the back, everything into your core, heart center, remembering all parts of yourself, all parts of your experience as parts of yourself. And we hold steady in observation, in listening, in inquiry. You got this. Just 4 more breaths. Bottom of your exhale, pull back from the navel, downward dog. And stretch back, pull back from your hips, strong, strong core. Inhale, lift up onto your tiptoes, pulling up from the core. Exhale, root your heels down, lift the toes as wide as you can, and pulse that. Inhale, lift heels. Exhale, root heels, lift toes with your breath. And attending to the other end here, paying into your hands. Inhale, root those fingertips and shrug your shoulders up to the ears. I don't know. And slide the scapula down the back. It's okay. Shrugging shoulders up. I don't know. Exhale, sliding the scapula down the back. Oh, reaching the head forward. It's okay. Head towards your hands. Crown of the head towards the hands. Really try not to like push it or reach the crown of the head towards the earth. We want to Keep the biceps in line with the ears as much as possible. One more breath like that, shrugging, sliding, and ripple back, forward plank. Inhale. And exhale, lower down all the way to the earth. Now, if you tend to have lower back stuff here, or if you just want to do more core strengthening, then take a block and place it up and close between your thighs. You'll have it standing on its end. I didn't bring a block outside today, so I got my pretend block. You'll have it standing on its end, the narrow way between your thighs. And really squeeze onto that block. And then let's bring the elbows underneath the shoulders, hands directly out in front of the shoulders. Pull with your forearms, shoulder blades down the back. Press into the pubic bone and sacrum. Lift your heart, spine long, shoulders on the back, wings of the heart shining bright. Deep, full breaths here. Really feel how the more you can that you root down, push into the sacrum, ground. Take that little pause, that dive into the dark. Feel what happens there as you press down, how you'll also lift up more. Finding balance in our actions. One more breath here, Sphinx pose, breathing your bright golden heart. And squeeze onto that block, real or imaginary. We're going to keep the legs hip width. If you do have an imaginary block, don't actually squeeze the legs together. And as you exhale, turn your toes under. As you exhale, toe pads on the floor. We're going to lift from the navel into forearm plank. You could hold 5 breaths, or if you'd like, inhale, come back to Sphinx. Pull the shoulders on the back, drag your heart forward. Exhale, and back up into the pose. 4 more breaths, pulsing in and out, or just holding. One more. Hold 3. Lower down. Drag your spine long and bring the hands under the shoulders. Point your toes straight back. Really point through the toes and press down through your sacrum and pubic bone. Hands are under the shoulders. Pull on the earth. Elbows and shoulder blades down the back. Lengthen out. Press super strong into sacrum. Reach the heart forward. Squeeze the shoulders. And lift navel. Lift heart. Open up, cobra. Find whatever breathful edge is there for you, top of the inhale, top of your shape. And as you exhale, drag yourself forward and down. With your inhale, come on back up. You can follow your exhale back down or hold here 3 more breaths. Squeeze onto that block, root into the firmament, and lift up. Last breath or so. Last big inhale, drag yourself forward, and exhale, lower down. Pull the hands back so that the hands are directly under the elbows. Elbows are in line with shoulders. Press into the hands a bit, spread those fingers wide. Lift your elbows and shoulders onto the back body. Turn your toes under. Inhale, lift your thighs. If you need to, please drop the knees back down. Otherwise, see about a big exhale, lifting from the navel, plank pose. Pressing up, hold steady your plank. 2 more breaths. Inhale, stretch back, down dog. Step your feet wide in this down dog. Spread those toes out. Spread the fingers out. Bend the elbows ever so slightly and wrap them towards one another as you wrap the shoulders away from each other. External rotation in the shoulders, as we did in the beginning. Inhaling, drawing back from hips. Breathe your spine long. Relax the neck. Give the head a little nod or roll around. Inhale here as you exhale. Bend the knees deep and wide, 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 wide. And pull your hips back, chest between your thighs. Relax the neck, strong core. Exhale completely. Inhale and straighten your legs. Exhale, bend those knees deep and wide. Scoop the elbows in. Inhale straight. 3 more. Stretch back. Inhale as you exhale. Pull back from the navel. Swing your hips or just walk your hands back to between your thighs. And feet wide, heels in, toes out, sink low. Press into the elbows. Work your shoulders on the back and lift your heart up. Beautiful. Soft jaw, long spine. Stay with that, or as inspired, use the right arm to push that right thigh wide, right hand wide, and open left hand, face chest to the sky. That's your inhale. As you exhale, float it down. Press that arm wide. Inhale, right arm up and open. Exhale down. Let's go twice again, each side. Really move with your breath. Good morning to the trees and the roots beneath us. And back to your Malasana. Take your time once you're even and ready. Back to this little squat here, and we'll get the knees high on the triceps or shoulders. Go ahead and tuck down in real low, and then spread the hands out wide in front of you. Claw your fingertips, look forward, and pull one set of toes to midline, maybe both. So playing with crane or crow pose. Straighten the arms as much as you can while squeezing the feet and legs, knees together, and pressing the arms back into the thighs. 2 more breaths. Just play towards it, even picking one foot up. So much play there. Strength to get. When you're done, land your feet, step the left foot back, right foot forward. Squeeze the feet towards one another. Hug those inner thighs square. Pull back from the outer right hip muscle, your gluteus medius, and stretch it out. Right hip back, left hip forward. Front knee bends deep. Back heel reaches back. Squeeze those inner thighs. Plug into your center. From that center, reach out. Extend an arm out. Right arm out. Right hip pulls back. Breathe that side body bright. How far can you reach forward? How far can you pull that hip back? How sensational can you get life to be in that right side body right now? And then let's play here just into the arm, shoulder, neck. Open that top arm, face chest to the sky, and then reach back. Let your head be heavy. Swoop the arm through. Move with your breath. One more just like that. You could stay just like that, or I want to invite you to add a little more hamstring. So push into that front big toe as you open the front arm up, straighten that leg or towards straight. Exhale down. You may want to have your left hand on a block or some support here. Follow your breath. 3 more. Diving in for a pause here. Hands or forearms down inside that front leg. Lizard lunge. Big breaths in the nose. Soft jaw. Soft tongue. Letting go breaths. Breath out the mouth. Back knee could be up and rock and roll it, or back knee down and rest. Or pat the cat. Last breath or two here. Next inhale, up onto your hands, squeeze to center, and open that leg wide out to the side, step back, plank pose. Inhale, strong core, long spine, top of plank, hold 3, lower the knees if you need to. Inhale there as you exhale, shift forward, lower to the earth or chaturanga. Next inhale, up and back into cobra or up dog. And follow your exhale into downward dog. Lengthen it out. Step your feet wide. Bend deep into the knees. Pull back strongly from the core. Inhale, press and stretch out through your spine. Again, exhale, deep, deep knee bend. And empty of breath, hop forward, froggy hop. Rotations. Inhaling, arm up. Exhaling it down. Once again. You could stay and play with that, or of course just the squat, or elbows pressed wide, finding the squat here, or malasana. Yeah, staying in malasana, or bhagasana, crane or crow pose. We got about 5 breaths here again to pause, squeeze, work on hips, core, or flight. All of it. And then step your right foot back, left foot forward. So second side, low lunge. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Hug in. Strong core. Plug to center. Light on the hands. And then pull that left hip way, way back as you reach those left fingers as far forward as you can. Just breathe that side body. Play with that. How long and dynamic can you get that action? Stay with that as you like. Next inhale, arm face chest to the sky. Scoop the shoulders down. Lift your heart and lay back. When you're ready, you could go through that arm vinyasa. Top hand reaches back as bottom ear gets heavy. Roll through, releasing the neck and shoulder. Follow your breath. 3 more breaths. Oh, that's not true at all. Just another breath or 2. You could stay with that, or we're going to add this straightening the leg as we go. Push into the ball of the front foot, open the hand, straighten the leg. Exhale, swoop through. Now 3 more for real. And take your time. When you're ready, come on inside. Hands or forearms to the ground. Lizard lunge. Big breaths in the nose. Out the mouth. Last couple breaths. Next inhale, up onto your hands. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Plug into the core. Claw your fingertips. Bright rays of the fingers. And open that left leg steady, straight out to the side and back. Plank. Inhale, strong core plank. Exhale, shift forward, lower to the earth or chaturanga.
Follow your breath. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale, back down dog or child's pose. Long breaths in the nose, length of spine. Out the mouth. Again, this could be a resting moment, child's pose, or down dog. Breath in the nose. Breath out the mouth. Release the neck. If you're on the floor, you might press gently into the forehead. If you're in down dog, just really imagine the crown of the head opening towards the earth there. The spine is long and strong, the neck is soft, and there's a clear line of energy moving. And let's vibrate that wherever you're at with bee's breath. Brahmari is intended to vibrate in that crown chakra. So inhaling through your nose, exhaling, lift pelvic floor and navel, NG. Tip of the tongue and eyes come lightly towards that third eye center. If you're in down dog, come on down. If you're in child's pose, come forward a bit. Elbows under the shoulders. And interlace your hands here and open the thumbs up. Bring the crown of the head to the earth and the back of your head into your hands. Give a little push into your forearms to be sure that you're quite light on your neck. There's not any undue pressure on the neck. And then really try to find the crown just above the ears. Now, options, you could stay here. You could come back to holding your heels or ankles as we did earlier and come back to the crown of the head. Or keep that a little bit of effort or quite a firm effort, but not force, into the forearms, just so you could lift the head at any point. And we'll give a little weight to that. If that's right for you, give some weight to it. Push into your forearms. Work those shoulders open. Press into the crown of the head. Strengthen your neck. Breathe length of your spine. Maybe Brahmari again. Bee's breath in the nose. Send that vibration up. Try to vibrate the crown of your head. Open to your knowing beyond the words. Come down and rest as needed, or maybe walk your feet in closer, closer, closer to your elbows. Maybe you can feel they want to get light and you could balance here with the knees tucked in or the feet to the sky. Maybe you want to come to a wall or just come back to your little tuck with the crown of the head on the floor where you hold the heels or the ankles and stretch out. Back to the forearms and play with strength and balance there. So many levels to go. You don't have to go where I'm going or where you imagine you're supposed to. Just feel in. Where do you feel activation in the crown? Strength in your center, connection to earth, to sky, to breath. Breathe wherever you're at. And maybe add that Brahmari or bee's breath. Eyes and tongue lift lightly to that crown of the head, vibrating third eye center, seeing, knowing beyond words. One more breath cycle. Slowly bend the knees. Step the feet to the floor. Come down. Whatever's right for you. Press on back. Child's pose. Press into the forehead. Roll your forehead a little side to side with some pressure into it. Again, you could externally rotate the shoulders there. Reignite that space. So that's palms up, thumbs towards the earth.
Stay with that little bit of pressure in the back of the hands, thumbs really working open to the sides, a little bit of pressure into the forehead. Deep, full breaths. Again, maybe Brahmari bees breath, drawing that energy of your practice and awareness up into your third eye center, your intention, your yes, or you're just opening to the knowing, to that constant support and wisdom of the universe, of your expansive self that's flowing through your embodied self. Mm. Inhale and press your hips back. Exhale, lift from the navel, roll on up to stand on your knees. Take your time, move slowly with the breath, hugging muscles to bones so you don't get dizzy. We're upside down a little while. And when you're ready, standing on the knees, again, pad them if you need to. Let's extend the right leg out to the side. This is sometimes taught with the outside of the foot really rooted into the earth. You get a nice lateral line opening. That's great. I want to invite you into a little more hamstring. So if it's okay on your heel, then I encourage you to pivot the toes up, come onto that heel and spread those toes. So really active, wee, excited toes there. And bring your hands to your hips and root down. Lengthen up out of the waist. Breath full here. And when you're ready, we'll slide on over into that leg and reach the other arm up and over and breathe. As you push into the leg, roll right ribs, face chest to the sky, root through that left knee and reach through the fingertips, bright side body breath. Stay steady or inhale, open arm, face chest to sky, reach away, heavy head, releasing the neck, shoulder there. Follow your breath, 3 more. Oh, so good. Let's go one more time around. This time, as we come through, we're going to slide that right hand back up to your hip, left hand just forward of the shoulder, and pull that back foot, your right foot, now into the core. Stay steady here, or arm to the sky, scoop the shoulders down, lift your heart. Stay steady there, or bend that top knee, reach back for your ankle or foot, and kick your foot back. Squeeze the shoulders on the back, slide your ears back over the shoulders, maybe lift the corners of the mouth, and breathe your heart's yes, as much as you can in the nose, out the mouth. And then slow and steady unwind, reaching that leg back out, the arm back forward, stretch, inhale. And as you exhale, swoop forward, bring the knees back together, come through, pause to sit on your heels, or maybe between your heels. Lengthen through the tailbone, lift through your heart and the crown of the head, and breathe. Notice the movement of energy, the difference in the sides. Channel your energy to your intention, your yes, your opening, blossoming heart, blossoming mind, blossoming perception. Follow an inhale up onto your knees, and let's extend that left leg out to the side. Turn those toes to the sky, spread them wide, and kind of drag that heel back a little bit, feeling into those hamstrings a bit. And root down through the hips. Lift up strong. Squeeze the shoulders on the back. Breathe your heart bright once again. And as inspired, slide that left hand down the leg. Really active toes, active heels, so the knees not collapsing or hyperextending there.
Mhm. Root into that bottom leg, scoop the shoulder blades down, open, face chest to the sky. When you're ready, that right arm long overhead, big bright side body breath. Keep rolling open, deep full breaths here. Stay longer there. Inhale, open arm, face chest, reach on through, heavy bottom ear. Let's go one more time around. Swoop it all the way through. Left hand to your hip, right hand just forward of your shoulder. Scoop that shoulder blade down, roll the scaps together on the back, lift your heart, and reach from the outside of that foot. Pull back foot up, arm up, scoop, hug into your core here, holding steady. Breathful. Stay with that or put a bow on it, bending the top knee, reach back for ankle or foot, kick back, squeeze the shoulders together, lift the navel, strong core, smile the ears back over the shoulders, lift your heart, deep, full breaths. And slow and steady begin to unwind. When you're ready, arm and leg extend back out and long towards the earth, and then back down to the knees. Again, take pause, sitting on or between your heels. Breathful here. Deep, full breaths in the nose, out the mouth, capturing that energy, pure energy, without story, and just directing it to your aliveness, to your vibrancy, to your heart's yes. And let's come on back up. Reach the right foot forward and left foot back. Actually, I'll start on the right side for your mirroring. So left foot forward, knee bends, and bring that right elbow, right foot forward. Either one. We'll do both. Sorry, I've been on vacation for 6 days. Can you tell? Press wide with that right elbow and roll right ribs, face chest to the sky or front leg. Push strongly into the outside, the back foot. Root down, lift that arch, hug the earth with your foot. Keep that front knee bent as much as you can. It's directly over the ankle or heel. Push from the outside of the back foot and reach through your fingers. Inhale, long, long side body breath, rolling face chest to sky. Stay there, or if you have more space, you could bring the bottom arm down. Stay there, you could arm vinyasa again. Stay with that, or you could swoop that top arm around the back and maybe hold your inner front thigh. You could use that to pull the shoulder down, let the bottom ear drop and breathe. Neck, shoulder, maybe some low back. Stay with that. Or if you'd like to, sinking in, that bottom hand could wrap around and clasp the top hand or wrist behind the back. Whatever you've got there, use that hold to draw down and back. Lift the heart, shoulders on the back, and open up, laying back into the leg. Face, chest open to the sky as much as you can. Head could release here. The neck could just hang out. Long, slow breaths in the nose, out the mouth. One more breath and unwind.
Face that front foot, square up, lifting the back heel. Inhale, pull your shoulders down the back, heart forward. Exhale, pull the back foot into the core and come to balance on the front leg. Warrior three, 5 breaths. As much as you can, level your hips side to side, level through that back heel and the crown of the head, press into the palms or lift the shoulders anyways on the back. 4 more breaths. So with your next exhale, you could either step your feet together to switch feet, or if it feels okay for your view, you could exhale and step back and pass through a wide-legged stance on over to your second side. Bend that left knee, root into the outside of the right foot. Second side, however you get there, right front knee over that ankle as much as you can. Press into the thigh, roll ribs, face chest to the sky, lay back from the shoulders. Root into the outside of the foot and reach through your fingertips. Deep full side body breath. Stay with that, or maybe you slide that bottom hand down to the floor. Stay with that, or you could add arm vinyasa, of course. Stay with that, or swoop that top arm around. Hold your upper inner thigh. Use that hold to pull the shoulder down the back. Let your head go. Heavy head, soft jaw. Soft neck, deep full breaths. Breathe your body. Where's that sensation arising? Breathe right into it. I hear you. Communication with your body. Staying there. Well, again, if you're doing the other side, dropping in, reach down and around, clasping that wrist or fingers. Pull that top shoulder down. Lay back into the leg as much as you can. Lift your heart. Let the neck go or support it as needed. Breath, full body. Take your time. Unwind as you like. When you're ready, frame that front foot. Squeeze to center. Square your hips up. Shoulders down the back. Lengthen your spine. Inhale a full body breath, and as you exhale, pull the back foot up into the core. Square your hips, level out as much as you can, side to side and parallel with the earth. And about 4 or 5 breaths here. Last inhale. As you exhale, let's step that top foot way, way back. Turn both heels in, both toes out, and open up center, Devyasana, just as needed, so that the knees and toes are pointing the same direction. Sink low, 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 low as much as you can. Hips to knee height and then elbows to thighs. Press those thighs wide and pull your low back in. Heart forward, long spine, deep full breaths. Please stay there, or bring the hands to where your elbows were. Press those thighs wide, seat back, long spine. Inhale. And as you exhale, press away, navel back, spiral, looking over the right shoulder. Squeeze your breath out. Inhale, open center. Exhale, press and spiral. With your breath, twice again each side.
Take your time when you're ready. Inhale, open center. Exhale, sink low. Inhale, shine out, superstar. Exhale, squeeze to center. Deep, full breaths. Open wide. Inhale there as you exhale. Float the arms down. Interlace the hands. Squeeze the palms together. Shoulders on the back. Lift your heart bright. Keep those feet very active, hugging earth, muscles hugging bones. Inhale, reach the heart forward and spin your thighs back. Dive in. Little bend in the elbows. Work those shoulder blades together. Relax your neck. You might give the head a little nod or wibble wobble, roll around here. Letting go breaths. And take your time. When you're ready, release the hands down and step the feet through to come to lie on your back. Let's hug the knees into chest once you come to lie down and take a little rock into your back body, side to side, massage into your lower back. Big breath, send the breath right into where it's connected to the earth. Once you feel nice and landed, let's open front body a bit more. Step your feet to the mat or to the earth as wide as a regular mat. And inhale, both knees to one side, keeping the feet wide. Stretch the arms up overhead, reach through your knees. And as you exhale, bring the knees back through center and to the other side. Inhale, stretch it out. Exhale, transition. Few more each side with your breath. Breath practice. Huge breaths in the nose for a count of 5 or 6. And exhale, a little core engagement out the mouth, 5 or 6. Maybe using some of those vibrational or muscularly shaped mouth shapes. Two or three each side, whatever you need to even up. And then take your time. Whatever side you're on right now, or once you feel complete on both sides, pause and cross the um, bottom ankle over the top. So you're going to cross the ankle that you're moving towards over the top thigh. Feet were still wide as you set that up. And then draw that knee and that thigh down with the top ankle. You might take hold of that wrist and stretch up out of that. Breathe. Long breaths. Knee to wrist. Stay as you like, or keep that shape of the legs. Release the arms and pick up the shape of the legs. Interlace the hands behind your bottom thigh and pull the bottom thigh back towards you as you ease the top thigh away. Big breaths here in the nose. Breath out the mouth. From breathing into your hips, the earth of your body. Stuff maybe that we leave behind without paying attention in the body. And we actually leave it behind, whatever we're done with. Releasing stuck energy from our roots, from our connections to earth, to ideas or frustrations with family, belonging, community, whatever it might be.
When you're ready, we're going to cross the right knee over the left knee. This may not be for everyone. You might want to sit up and then try to cross the right knee over the left knee. If this practice is pretty comfortable for you, then maybe you cross the ankles and rock on up to sit. Just a little tricky way to get up to sit. Nothing special about it besides that. So if it's better for you, just sit up. Lift the seat up even, sit up on something higher, and then cross the right knee to stack on top of your left. Pull into your knees and work your shoulders on the back. Lift the heart. There should be zero sharp knee pain here. Please flex the ankles, support your shins if needed so that you have no sharp knee pain, or sit up higher or extend the lower leg out. Lots of ways to modify. You can always give me a shout out or chat if there's questions. Long spine here, breathful body. Rounding into the earth, feeling that support from the earth, how we are held in our resilience, how we are reminded of that innate resilience from nature all around us. One thing turning into the next, everything with its cycle. Things that are apparently life crumbling and dying, becoming life growing and sprouting. Stay as you are, or you could reach, pull forward into more of a forward fold, or bring the arms with you. Any variation of arms, I'm going to invite some eagle arms. So same arm that's on top, reach both arms up, and then swoop that top leg arm, same leg, same arm, on top. Cross that arm over and pull down. Big hug. Receive that hug, or spiral the arms. Lift elbows up, shoulders down, and reach the elbows forward. Rest on the knees, head in the hands, or elbows forward of the knees, head in the arms. Big breaths in the nose. Soft jaw, soft tongue, breathful body. Stay as you like, or drape up when you're ready. Pick that top knee up. Push into that top foot, lift the navel, and spiral towards the top knee. That arm that you're moving towards could help root down to lift the heart. Breathe here in a gentle hugging twist, or root down into the sit bones. Get that rooting to rise thing and reach that opposite arm up and over. Hook, elbow, or tricep. Inhale, press into all points of contact, and exhale, spiral. Breathe into your twist. And you could hook there, you could press the earth. You could go for a little neck release, you could bind, whatever feels right for you on this side at this moment today. The yoga, being with what is. This one breath. Last two breaths. Stay longer if you like, or follow your next inhale to unwind, lift tall, little counter twist. Just press in, lengthen up, open. You could bow into earth there. Just breathe that opposite rotation. Stay with that as you like. When you're ready, unwind the legs and extend the legs out in front of you. Draw your toes back, push down into sit bones, lift through your heart, grow your arms to the sky, reach to the sky, and then forward, bow in. Slow, stay in that longer if you like. If you want more of a forward fold, just be there. We will visit it after our second side. When you're ready, roll back, because we're going to pause on a little core here. So if that's not for you right now, be in your forward fold. Otherwise, low fire, low core, hugging into a low boat. Shoulders on the back, lift your heart. Squeeze those legs together. Breathe here, steady. Or Kapalabhati, short, rapid lifts from the diaphragm through the nose. Charging that breath up. Skull shining breath, this is called. So out through the crown of the head, imagining using this fire of your core, the opening of your hips to move that energy clear, sweeping the central channel of your body clear. Exhale long when you're done and step your feet to the earth. Wide as your mat, knees bent. Inhale, knees side to side. And you could play with that knee side to side as you like. Or next time the knees come to your second side, feet as wide as the mat, that bottom ankle over the top thigh, draw it down. Maybe take hold of that wrist and lengthen and reach through the bottom knee and up through that wrist. Big side body breaths in the nose, out the mouth. Thank you, body. Thank you, breath. Thank you, great mystery. And please stay with this longer, or inhale and stretch that out. Unwind the arms, exhale when you're ready. Pick up the setup of the legs. Interlace the hands behind the bottom thigh. Pull it back as you ease the top thigh away. Deep, full breaths. Letting go breaths. All variations welcome, about 4 or 5 more breaths. Deepening into that hip. Top ankle is really flex square. Ankle straight and strong. Knee safe. Jaw soft. Again, just listen into your body. If you want to stay there longer, or when you're ready, stack the knees up or just come up to sit and then stack your knees up. Feel into what's best for you. Maybe this little silly, playful transition, crossing the knees, holding ankles or knees, and rock on up to sit. Stack the knees, hips back, pour the bowl of the pelvis forward, pull that lower back curve in. Lift the lower back, lift your heart, tall spine, big breaths in the nose. Out the mouth. Active feet, a little action in the toes and ankles. Feeding that stretch up. Root into sits bones, lift tall, stay here. Or again, add your arms. Inhale from that rooting down, arms up, same top arm and leg. Crossing that top arm over, big, big hug. Pull down, receive your hug. Stay, or reach forward into a forward fold, or spiral the arms, lifting elbows up, shoulders down, and elbows forward. Landing or hooking the elbows and resting the head onto the hands or into the arms. This side may be different. Where is breathful for you here? Listening in, communication with the body. Take your time. When you're ready, inhale, unwind and drape up. Pick that top knee up. Root into the foot, lift tall. Again, extend lower leg or sit up higher as we go into this twist. You really want to be able to have both sit bones
fairly evenly rooted. I know it's hard to. And then lifting through the heart and the chest and spiraling towards the knees. So really tall spine. Lower leg could be extended, sit up higher, stay in that hug there, or reach that opposite arm up and over and hook elbow and tricep on the leg. Inhale, press down all points of contact. Exhale and spiral deep. Long, slow breaths. Each inhale lengthening, each exhale wringing out. Stay with that, or maybe hold, bind, stretch out the neck. What else is here in this pose on this side for you today? Wherever you're at, as much as you can, inhale to root and rise. Exhale to squeeze and wring out. Last breath or two. Please stay longer if your body asks you to, or unwind, lengthening up. Press and spiral open. Again, stay there. When you're ready, extend the legs out in front of you. Inhale and flow the arms up. Wiggle up out of the waist and exhale, forward fold. You could pull onto the earth or your legs to really help the pelvic bowl pour forward. Lower back move in, heart lead forward, long spine. Again, please lift your seat as much as needed here and in order to get the pelvic bowl to pour forward. So much of the freedom is going to come from that. So find the front edge of your sits bones. If you can't, you could also try, or this is helpful either way, pick up your booty, put the flesh of the sit bones back behind you. Roll the inner thighs in, inseams towards the earth, hug in, and spin. Inner thighs, sit bones out, back, and away. Pour lower back in. Traction on the earth or on your legs. Lift the heart. This may be more about sitting upright. If you can see yourself somewhere, just sense it. Feel into where that lumbar curve is activated, low back. Heart is lifted and leading. Let the heart lead. Notice when the heart stops leading, the head's going to lead and the heart's going to pull back. So, where is that edge where the heart's leading? And maybe you can stack up some props or just use your hands. Lengthen your spine. Breathe. If you come into a forward fold, it can be very friendly for your neck to rest your forehead. Your neck will actually release more with that support. Relax your shoulders. Breath in the nose. Breath out the mouth. I encourage you to stay in your forward fold as long as it's sensational and breathful. At any point, you can drape up and draw your legs in, find a comfortable meditative seat, or roll all the way through to lying on your back. If you want to, I would love to lead you through a short meditative practice here with opening the crown a little more if you have time. Yeah, great. So my situation's a little different today. I need a chair. Okay. So either lying down if that's what you're ready for, or come into your seat. If you have a hairdo that has something on the top of your head, you might want to release it. If you are wearing glasses, you might want to remove them. All these cues for myself. And let's first just bring our palms together 3 times. Claps, because these magic numbers. So breathe your yes. What are you rippling out? See it. Yes, rising back up again. Seeing it. Rub the palms, create some heat. And then we're going to take that circle of your palm around the circle of your eye. Press into the palms, ears back over the shoulders. Shoulder blades slide down, heart lifts. Drop into the silence, the relative stillness. Keep a little pressure into your hands. And imagine just wiping clear anything on the windshield, if you will, of your mind. Wiping clear through your eyes, your temples. It could give a little circle at the temples if you like, and drop down when you're ready into your jaw. Let your jaw hang. You could circle a bit at the jaw if you like. And then keep pulling down. I had to be a little weird with this hand because the earphone. Pull down the sides of your neck. You could give a little squeeze, squeeze, squeeze down the sides of your neck to the top of your neck. Little squeegee there. Pull forward and down the sides of your chest. Down side bodies. Rounding into thighs, rooting into the earth. And let's bring the hands back up like little kitten paws, soft little clusters. Oh no, we're going to take actually the rows. We're going to do the rows, different one. So rows of fingers together, backs of the fingers together at the crown of your head. And give a little wiggle, press into the crown of your head. Did I say I'd been on vacation and might mess things up? Let's actually start here at your forehead. So we're going to start at the top of the forehead, hairline, wherever that may be for you, maybe not your hairline, but the top of your forehead. Give a little wiggle side to side. And then a little kind of pull wiggle if you want to. I like to start out that way. We're just going to imagine we're just peeling away any tension. Peeling away tension through the scalp, pressure and peel. Pull down over the tops of the ears, behind the ears, down the sides of the neck. Pull down, grounding. Go ahead, letting go of any stickiness, stagnancy, old stories, perceptions, limiting beliefs, whatever we don't want. One set of fingers back, so maybe you're a set of fingers away from the crown, and little wiggle. Getting that scalp loose, breathing, imagining into what you're doing. Opening that top of your spine, the top of the energy channel of your physical form, opening to that pratibha, that knowing beyond words. And then again, if you would like a little wiggle pull, when you're ready, just kind of a pull slide or keep that wiggle pull going all the way down through the scalp, through the neck, squeegee shoulders, down side bodies, sweeping it off, shaking it off, letting go. Anything there. And let's come back to that skull, which we shined up a bit. Final buff here. Little wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And then as you like that wiggle pull, or just the pull down. Imagine clearing away whatever it is not serving you, just static of the busy world. Washing it off. Washing it off. May we come open nice and fresh. Nice and fresh. And then we're going to go just behind the crown. And you'll have three sets of fingers on the back of the head. So behind, wiggle, 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 pull. When you're ready, pull, slide, down, 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 squeeze, pull, slide. Take your time. Do it at your own pace. 2 more sets. Center, back of the head. We wash our hair together. Beautiful, everyone. And then pull down and give ourselves massages together. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Squeezing out all that yucky stuff from the debate. All the fires, back of our head. Back of the neck. Feel like just kind of wiggle, pull. last one here. So anywhere that it feels like there's any stuckness, or rub the scalp side to side over those bumpy bones and let's get a little extra breath. Vagal nerve stimulation, melting, and then root down. Lift through your heart. Roll the palms open or keep them down if that feels more ground or safe for you at this time. Otherwise, palms up, root down, heart up, root into your sit bones. Feel your earth. The confusion of these times, the uncertainty, all that's come before us, all that is dissolving, dissoluting, burning away in one way or another at this time. May we trust it to be compost for what we're growing. We have known for a long time that there were big changes that needed to be made. So thank you, pandemic. Ouch. Thank you, fires. Thank you, ouch, to whatever it is that awakens us to care for our connections to one another, to this earth, to opening, to that great web of being that all living life force is. May we know our part in it. May we see clearly the one next step we need to take. Just the one. Or maybe you get a big picture revelation. Whatever it is for you. Rooting to rise. Pausing to open to the knowing beyond words. I encourage you to stay resting in meditation as long as you like or are able. Or lie down and take a nice long shavasana. Support yourself in any way. I'm going to sign off before then. But I encourage shavasana or a longer meditation. I'll be here for those on the Zoom if you want to connect or leave anything in the chat, questions, requests. Check out my Patreon or my YouTube page. Subscribe, all that stuff I'm supposed to say. Keep opening with pause to the teachings, the knowing that's inside of you. It's all around us. The light in me sees and bows to the light in you. Namaste.